All right, and welcome back to another exciting installment of Minetest gameplay of sorts. Yeah. And today we're going to look at a new house. But first, we have some pictures and some questions answered. So, real quickly, if we go to the photo section of my website, Papa Palpatine had submitted some photos of his bathhouse. And this is really cool. This is a large project, and there's photos of night and day. Cool. I don't know if that, I'm assuming that's either Greek architecture or possibly Roman, because at that time, yeah, but very cool, very large. Be interesting to see what else is surrounding here. But that's all with the pyramid. I always wanted to do like a huge either Egyptian or Greek type landscape, and those are on my photos page over there. Real quickly, also, Tommy Treasure had asked if I had solved the problem with my block sliding. And no, unfortunately, I've eliminated a whole bunch of mods, and the problem still persisted, so I haven't a clue where to look. And at this point, I kind of don't care. It's more of a joke now. It kind of doesn't bother me anymore, so I'm just going to leave it. And I can't pronounce the person's name, but there was a question concerning the mods, and real quickly, Jerolim Kanj, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. How do you actually install the mod? The site just has a bunch of links with no text or download, or so what do I do with that? To be honest, he kind of sounds a little not happy. Basically, on my mods used page, these are mods that I have either used or have used. And I changed the color of the links. If you let's say this tech pack link, if you go over it and hover over it, it'll change color. If you click on it, it will bring you to either the mods forum post where you can download the mod, or the GitHub page or wherever they're hosting the mod from. So here it says download. I click on download. I'm on a Mac, so it asks me where to save it, and it's going to save it as that. We're going to save it to my desktop, and it should have been saved. Go to my desktop. Where is it? It's under other. There it is. I am going to unzip it, and you should know how. I'm going to unzip it. And it's called Tech Pack Master. And in the instructions, you have to look at the instructions in each mod. But generally, they don't allow hyphens. So I'm going to rename this. And they'll usually tell you what to rename it to if they have to. I'm going to rename it as Tech Pack. And if you go inside the Tech Pack, here's all the files inside there. Just make sure that there's not another zip file inside there. I've seen that. So now, my mods are stored on a Mac under libraries. Oh, I did not want to do that. Let's get rid of that. my mods are stored under my library, application support, Minetest, and worlds. And that's where the mods are on a Mac. On Linux, I believe they're under, if you don't have them as world mods, they're going to be under user share Minetest and then mods. And on Windows, I only have the portable version on my Windows, and all the files and the mod files are contained in there on the portable version. I don't play with it on Windows. I don't have a Windows computer that'll do it. But if you see here, here's my mods folder. Then you take that folder, Tech Pack, or whatever mod it is, and I'm not going to put it in there because it's already in there, and you copy it to your mods folder. And then when you boot up the game, you have to make sure that you go into configure and you activate that mod. So if need be, right, Foamy? Right. If need be, I can show how that works in a separate video, but I've done a video on that before. I know Minetest Videos has done a video on that. There's resources at minetest.net of how to install mods, and I put those in the forum post. But basically, that's how that works. I did find this website on GitHub that has a whole bunch of mods similar to what I have, and you can click on it and it'll bring you to that mod. It'll download that mod. And then I found like an unofficial version. I have not played with these, so this one's even, I mean, you have to really know what you're looking for to find it, but nevertheless, it's another avenue to go on. And I believe in the version of the latest one for 5.0, there's going to be a repository in there. I'm not sure of that, and I haven't been able to find that yet. But that's how the mods work. And I know over in Minecraft, you know, they have Planet Minecraft, and that's very similar. Some of the mods you download, they're from Mediafire, they're hosted somewhere else, so it's very similar to that. But yeah, there we have it. So now let's get on with the actual show. Isn't that right, Ichigo? Right. Okay, so I have a new house. Ain't she pretty? Okay, this is based on something I saw on a YouTube video of an Apple engineer or an Apple architect. Most likely had something to do with Spaceship One. And Andy as Yoda had covered it. In my procrastination, I was like, wow, I gotta cover that. That is cool looking. And so I did my take on it. And I purposely did this driveway like this because what this house is meant to be is these windows are like stationary, and these windows are all on sliders. They're huge panes of glass. And that's like a growing trend in modern houses. We're talking 10 to 12 foot high panes of glass by 10 feet long. These things have got to be astronomically expensive, and they slide on tracks. So this house literally doesn't have a front door. It has, you know, you picture another window behind here sliding into there. And these are the rails. These are the blocks from more_blocks. And it kind of gives it a cool impression that, yes, there are rails here. So let's go inside. And we're in. And we have the kitchen. And it's just out of fuel. And it's just, this house is very, one extreme to the next. We have deep, dark, rich woods and deep, dark side metal. And basically it's supposed to be like a container. So what you do is you picture this house as being nothing more than a box, and with the sides gutted out. So you have this kind of frame. And that's all there is to it. And then what you do is it's an open floor plan. So we have the kitchen over here. Very nice. And we have a little dining area. On here, I've tried to simulate. Here's the living room area with a TV. And here I've tried to simulate the panel that will move by having it open. No kidding. So you have, and I wanted to take use of these great views, take advantage of them, which I did, sort of. And so we have our kitchen, we have our kind of living area, and I kept it minimal. I'm in real life, I don't like pictures on the walls. I don't like a lot of things on the walls unless it really needs it. And yeah, so we have a small office here. In the original design of the house that this is based on, this was actually a bedroom. So this section here, this wall here, and it had a, it actually had a lip around it. I don't know how that would look. The lip around it. Not bad. And there was a lip here, but I'm not, obviously I'm not going to do the lip. I might keep that. Except I don't like that. I don't know, but that's what the original house looked like. And this, the whole thing was, it was a box within a box. And then there was one level up, and then there was the bed. And next to the bed was storage. And this was completely open on this side as it was on this side. And windows on the other side, so you could see right through no matter where you were laying. That's what you got to see. So I changed it because I made some modifications. So this is a little office area, computer, cool desk chair, and here's the washroom. Now the washroom was really strange because you have these are pocket doors that provide some kind of privacy. You slide them across. And this was open on the other side, but there was a divider here, and the shower faced one way and the toilet and sink faced the other way. So I closed it off because, let's go out here real quickly. Yeah, there is that. Here's the office. There's a entrance over there. We're going to come back through here and go down, because obviously I built this too close to the road, so I'm not going to have the shower open. So this is the back way to get into the office, and I took advantage of making stairs go down, making a basement. The original house didn't have a basement. It was on a platform. So I originally had it, I'll show it when I go outside. I originally had it on a platform of concrete, and I said, hey, I could take advantage of a basement. So here is where the master bedroom is. It's a 1-bedroom house. We have a little wardrobe, nice bed, just very minimal. I might put a picture here, and then back here we have a fish tank. Cool. And back here we have a little changing area and washroom. And then back here is the master closet. So you hang everything, you got your dresser drawers, whatever goes in here. Cool. That's that. Then we come back out here. Those are C doors because they fit in the center of the node. And then here, down here, we have sort of informal living area. We have a nice TV, couches, nice bar area, refrigerator, full coffee, root beer, whatever. A very small bathroom for guests, because you don't want them going through the master bedroom, obviously. And yeah, very minimalistic. And the reason why I chose this material here is because it looks like the sides of a container. And actually, the house was modeled after containers. It was a container. It was built like it was 2 shipping containers bolted together with the walls on the long sides removed, which is a really cool idea. Then same purpose down here. We have the sliders, sliding glass, but these are more doors than panels. And we have a barbecue. Nothing going on right now with our little patio and a little table and chairs. And it comes into this lagoon area. Very nice, which goes out to the actual, there's a ninja over there. I don't want to fight no ninja right now. But basically this has a opening which goes out to the little like sea area, and then over there is a wall for the castle, Japanese castle. So it kind of fits in here real good, with the exception of the just being a tad too close. Hi. Yeah, the birdie. Just being a tad bit too close to the road. But that's the outside. And we are going to do a fly around. We got these real cool like sun shades on the deck. Got our chimneys in. So basically what happened was this house was supposed to, this box was supposed to end right here. And then this was just foundation. And I said, nah, I'm going to make use of that. So it's kind of cantilever designed. I left a window over here because I closed all this off. There was no need for it. But there you have it. And I flew through a tree. Haven't done that in a while. Have our little chimneys, all realistic looking. Yeah. And over here, this is the area. So we have the working educational farm, and I could have moved the road a little bit. And I still may, but I don't want to mess up this inner part here. So I'm happy with it. And I purposely I left this all grass because I did not like the way any material that I put in there looked. So yeah. So that is that. It's a real cool house to build. And I tried different variations of it. Like lowering it. The problem is it kind of looks too high because it's 4 high. And so I brought it down 1 and I didn't like it. It looked too smushed, but it gave a better perspective from the outside. So, you know, if you're going to build something like this, it's all personal preference, but I absolutely love these views. And all this area here, this area used to be, it was a ridge with a valley. So it's all been kind of leveled off because obviously I had to put the house here, but I left the shoreline and I just filled in the areas over here. I hate when that does that. So now it doesn't. So yeah. So that's all been filled in and sculpted. And then down here we have the boathouse and the greenhouse next to the one mansion. But yeah, it kind of fit. So just to give a perspective of where we are at, and I took said house and I put another version of, I had raised this one up. I actually had this one drop down to 3 and I brought it back up. This one has a little, I was just playing around with different ideas. So this is what the original house looked like. So we had, the bed was up here. We had our kitchen area and everything out here. It had a bed and everything was with the pocket doors. And then this had here, a wall here, and it was open here and had the shower. But this is where some wardrobe, storage. And then the bathroom has privacy. And then I originally had a door out to here, but it didn't look good because it was only too wide. So yeah, that's, I just copied the house in World Edit and just pasted it here. And it works, but, you kind of can't rotate it. I wish I could have rotated it because it would look really cool hanging off this area here where the pumpkin farm is. But nevertheless, it's cool. And at any time I can change the wood, or you know, this is meant to be like a simple summer getaway home. Yeah. So that's that. On the mods, this whole area over here, I just absolutely love this area. Now that it's been redone since I think everything here has been redone. Very nice. Because over here is the old section. This has been reworked with a base garage underneath. Then we have the auto shop. Then we have Serenity, which I'm going to be doing something with. Really making that look good. And then this house here, which is the only thing left of my original world. And this needs to be updated real badly. It's a cool house, but yeah, it doesn't fit. And then that's the area over to the seaside house. So there you have it. That's going to do it. I am lagging. Oh, I am lagging ultra. How did I just pick up? I don't know. I just picked up a hatchet. And I still have to do something with this house over here. Hey, my cat is still alive. Is my turtle still down here? I had a turtle. I don't know where the turtle went. There he is. Hi, Mr. Turtle. He's coming to bite me. Yeah. So there you have it. This has just been if anybody has ever had like the weekend from you know where, everybody's heard of the Windows update, the October update that kind of on certain people's machines it deleted all their personal files. Well, I didn't know about that, and so I booted up my Windows partition because I needed to do some work in. I needed to do some work in SQL Server and Visual Studio, and it's called SMSS or SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio and Reporting Studio. And because I don't use Windows a lot, but I do love those programs. And I didn't see any dialogue on the screen. I booted up the computer into that partition. That's my Manjaro is on one hard drive and Windows 10 is on another. And it went to a black screen with a blinking cursor. And it just sat there. And I said, oh, well, it must be hard locked. And I didn't know that the hard drive was running. So I rebooted it. And when it rebooted, I had Windows 10 with the April creators update. However, all my data, programs, everything were gone. You could still see them in the Explorer. If you went to program files, they were all there, but the Windows did not recognize that they even existed. And it was really weird because it was 40 gig of programs and files absolutely wiped out. So I had to reinstall Windows. It only took a day. Reinstall Windows, reload all my files, and then I found out that I had made a mistake originally when I upgraded. The computer had a 32-bit version of Windows XP on it, which was then upgraded to Windows 7, which is 32-bit. And when they rolled out the free Windows 10, it was 32-bit. And guess what? SQL Server does not have a 32-bit version anymore for the latest. And you can't get the legacy versions, and the school versions for DreamSpark have all been discontinued. So yeah, that was my weekend. But I do have SQL Server for 2014, the 32-bit edition on a disk. However, the only two remaining computer DVD readers I've had, both failed. So yeah, there you have it. And then my KDE Neon distribution wouldn't update correctly. I finally got it to update correctly. My Solus KDE went to 5.14, which is absolutely phenomenal. And Solus was 3.99, and both had issues going up there. So yeah, this has been a weekend from hell for computers. And then I upgraded my daughter's Manjaro. And this is one thing I hate about Manjaro, is I hit the update button. It said, you have 432 updates. Okay, cool. So I hit OK and walked away. And then forgot about it. It said it was downloading them. So I went away and downloaded it. Came back, and 8 hours later, I go, oh man, I forgot about that. I walked back in there. A dialog box had popped up that said, we must install these dependencies first, okay? It never downloaded anything or updated anything because it was waiting for somebody to hit the okay. So I'm giving up. I quit. I don't want to play with, help, Mr. Wizard. I don't want to be an IT person anymore. I'm really fed up with the state of all computer operating systems. Oddly enough, the only system that updated without a flaw, without any hiccup, was on my Mac going to Mojave. And that updated, and that and my iPhone and iPad updated without a hiccup. So 1 for Apple, -2 for Microsoft, and in general, -1 for Linux. So there, that's it. I've kept you long enough. So hopefully you enjoyed. And yeah, until the next video, everybody have a great week, and goodbye.